Hey, what is going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life and the crazy life that is a digital asset space. What the Binance US to acquire bankrupt crypto exchange Voyager for $1 billion. I don't know about you guys, but this really feels like a move very, very similar to what Sam Bankman-Fried at FTX did in the whole BlockFi deal. Binance US to buy Voyager for $1 billion now gives Binance access to Voyager's crypto. Are we about to see a Sam Bankman-Fried BlockFi move with Binance US, Binance, and Voyager? That's what it feels like to me. And I guess we shall soon see, but that's what it feels like to me. What in the world is going on? Listen, guys, the market is doing what the market does. We'll go over that. What is up with Congress? Congress is on this kind of, I don't know if you want to call it like a video campaign or TV campaign. They were just all over the place. Tom Emmer, Warren Davidson hitting all the news spots. And saying, look, this is about FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried. This is not about freaking crypto. I mean, we got senators quoting crypto guys and using in referencing their tweets. We got Senator Warren Davis is referencing Dirty Bubble Media's tweet about Sam Bankman-Fried and his thoughts on Tether. Like, what in the world is going on? Wow, I'm telling you guys that this is we are so blessed to be early adopters in this new asset class that is a digital asset space. We'll be able to tell our children and grandchildren that we were here first. We were here first. And I'm telling you guys, we're playing a game that 99.99% of the masses don't even know is being played. And we are winning. You know, we like to say on the channel all the time, I'm an early adopter. You're an early adopter. We're all early adopters of this new asset class. Wow. Let me go. Let me refresh the market here. Shout out to CoinGecko for keeping it real, for doing an absolutely outstanding job. CoinGecko.com. Screw CoinMarketCap. Screw CoinMarketCap. CoinGecko.com. Get to it. Download the app. I highly, highly recommend it. Really, really great stuff. Really great UI, UX, great interface. Easy to use. I love CoinGecko.com. Listen, we're going to go over the market because, you know, the market is just doing what it does. Look, the total cryptocurrency market cap is $836 billion, by the way, for all the new people in the space. That is down from over $3 trillion at one time as an all-time high. $3 trillion. And you think the digital asset space is going away? Don't fall for the freaking Elizabeth Warrens of the world, this Sherman dude of the world. Don't fall for the dudes trying to call for a ban on crypto. Don't fall for that. That's just a show, my friends. Listen, the Bitcoin dominance is at 38.3%. And as we say in this channel, yeah, that's not a great number. If you're looking for an altcoin run, dominance for Bitcoin at 38.3%, not a great number. Bitcoin is trading at $16,627, and Ethereum is trading at $1,176. XRP, in my humble opinion, the greatest digital asset ever created, in my humble opinion, is trading at 33 cents. Listen, nothing really great to report in the market. A lot of double-figure reds on the 7-day. Double-figure reds on the 7-day. I mean, all over the space there. Yeah, that's the market, guys. That is the market that we are in. The question is, can you continue to hodl strong? Have you strengthened your resolve? Have you strengthened your resolve? Because they're trying to take it away from you. Never, ever, ever, ever in the history of finance has the average Joe and average Jane been given access to the protocol. That's what crypto gives us. It gives us access to the protocol, not just the stuff built on the protocol. Protocol is like SMTP, right? Email. We don't get access to that in terms of being able to profit from that. We get to chance to participate on stuff built on that. Like, we don't profit from email. Anybody profit from Gmail? In the digital assets case, we get the profit from the protocols of like the XRP ledger, right? We get the profit, benefit, participate, own in the network of Bitcoin. It's never happened ever in the history of finance. Don't let them take it away. Don't let them rush you out the door. Don't let them scare you. Know what you own. Level up your IQ. Level up your financial IQ. Level up your XRP IQ. Level up your digital asset space IQ. Don't let them take it away from you. If me and you hung out at your crib, would I know that you're a serious student of this new asset class? It's the digital asset space. Do you have the book? Show me. Tell me about your homework you've been doing. Tell me about the homework. Tell me about your study. Tell me about the hours put in on Twitter Spaces learning. Tell me about the YouTube channels that provide not entertainment, but provide education. Crypto Eddie, King Solomon, Darren Moore, just to name a few in this community. And are you not just listening? Are you doing your own homework? Do you have some great books that you can reference? Have you learned about this space? There's some good stuff out there. There's some good people doing some good educating as well. You know, you always you want to let the person off to your left and the person off to your right know that you are a serious student when it comes to the digital asset space. Let's go over some things here. Let's go over this article. I think this is another BlockFi, you know, Sam Bankman-Fried BlockFi move here with Binance US. You guys let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think this is another move like that? Interesting. Binance US to acquire bankrupt crypto exchange Voyager's assets for $1 billion. Weeks after planned FTX deal. Now, I don't remember in the BlockFi deal if any numbers were put out like that. I don't think it was $1 billion. Key points: Voyager Digital announced that Binance US had won a second bidding process after FTX bankruptcy filing, paving the way for potential resolution for the platform's 1.7 million users. I hope every single one of them is made whole. I really, really do. The company had billions of dollars worth of crypto at the end of 2021, but a broader market downturn and a series of bad bets, including to 3 Hours Capital and Alameda Research, chipped away at the firm's available capital. Binance US will require the assets and customer deposits of Voyager Digital. Every time I see customer deposits, I just think, is this a Sam Bankman-Fried move like he did with BlockFi? Because remember, Binance US has access, so does Binance. Binance, Dirty Bubble Media report this out. Binance US receives 10 million Tether infusion from Binance. Binance US receives 10 million from Binance main wallets. These are not separate entities. Funds are commingled across the entire Binance network. Dirty Bubble Media says Binance US is a front just like FTX US. That's what it says. We shall soon find out. We shall soon find out. Representative Tom Everett getting hitting on Fox Business with Charles Payne. Let's take a quick listen to it. Tom Emmer, that dude. I like Tom. And by the way, I like Bill Huizenga as well.
Charles. And by the way, it's not about crypto. Remember, this is about centralized finance. DeFi is the point. They're going after decentralized finance. This is not what it's about. Right. It's not about the crypto industry. This is about Sam Bankman-Fried. It's about the regulator, Gary Gensler, and it's about centralized finance, which needs to be brought under our regulatory umbrella. Yeah. And Gary Gensler has done nothing to make that happen.
And I really hope you guys bring in Silicon Valley, which I think plays a major role in this, and a whole bunch of other things that have ripped off the American public. Congressman, again, congratulations. I'm glad you came on the show. Thank you.
The failure of FCX is not a failure of crypto, tweets out Tom Emmer. It is a failure of centralization. Breaking news, James Anthony put this out. Hey, Gary Gensler, my only question is, when transparency? Asking for a friend. I'm in disbelief that she just said this on the news. It's about, now I think the SRP community already knew this. I'm not sure if James is part of it. I'm in disbelief that she just said this on the news. It's about time we get the ball rolling here, folks. It's getting a little heated up. Now, this is about Gary Gensler and his calendar. the XRP community, because we have, I believe, that the best of the best of deep researchers, content providers. I believe we already knew this about hashtag Gary Gensler is not your friend. Let's take a listen to this.
The Securities and
Come on. Gotta apologize for my internet. What's going on? Let's go. Anytime now, internet. Come on. I'm gonna refresh this. You guys know how it is in the crypto siege's home. Between the Wi-Fi and this poor little laptop of mine. Let's try and see if we can't listen to this now.
about private meetings he had with Hillary Clinton, billionaire, the Securities and Exchange Commission Chairman Gary Gensler, hid public information, apparently, about private meetings he had with Hillary Clinton, billionaire George Soros, even Nancy Pelosi. He's actually editing out these meetings from the public record. The Securities and Exchange Commission.
I think we already knew that, XRP community, did we not? He's actually, he's taking up a calendar and getting rid of stuff. I'm not sure if you can kind of do that. This dude's supposed to be a public servant. Another interesting thing, Warren Davison tweeting out an article from that dude, Dirty Bubble Media. Warren Davis says, America is supposed to have the world's best financial intelligence unit, which is FinCEN. I look forward to digging into the narrative here and still consider Tether a time bomb. Look, I said it the other day, Dirty Bubble Media has been on it. What do we got here? A forgotten banking scandal suggests FTS is the tip of the crypto iceberg. Fraud, money laundering, and corruption on a global scale. Yet regulators seem asleep at the wheel. This has happened before. Now, I think it's a lot of people are saying that, look, this is just Sam Bankman-Fried and Caroline, forget her last name. She ran Alameda, his girlfriend, that they were the scapegoats in this. It's someone else is pulling the strings on this. And I firmly believe it. How do you not have legal? You don't have compliance. This dude, according to Bill Huizenga, Sam Bankman-Fried, when asked about a board of directors he told them that he was quite frankly insulted that members of Congress would ask him about whether or not he had a board. He didn't have one. They knew that. He felt insulted that they thought he should have a board. He was insulted by that. I'm not going to read all this. I want to read a little bit of it. History never repeats, but it does often rhyme. As the FTX Alameda criminal enterprise continues to unwind, onlookers have been treated to an ever more shocking series of revelations. It appears that FTX functioned as a slush fund for insiders who misappropriated billions of dollars in customers' funds through unsecured loans. Unsecured loans. FTX apparently covered trading losses on the Alameda side and made venture investments using stolen customer money. To buy legitimacy, FTX spread hundreds of millions of dollars among politicians, prominent charities, Ivy League universities, and influencers. Meanwhile, regulators and legislators have failed to explain their abject failure to identify or intervene in the massive fraud. Despite many warning signs and people sounding the alarm for years. By the way, Hussam Faraz, CEO of New Genesis, said that he wrote to the SEC multiple times about Sam Bankman-Fried, and they didn't even take a second to reply. True story. Here's Warren Davison here. I just find it interesting that he's actually, it's amazing for to realize that that we as a community and content creators as well. Look, Congress people are turning to crypto Twitter and people in this space to get educated. Warren Davison tweeting out Dirty Bubble Media's report, email, newsletter, significant. Here's a quote from a tweet from Warren Davidson, and I'm going to end here. I believe Sam Bankman-Fried was arrested before the congressional hearings this week because the SEC and other regulators did not want to give Congress an opportunity to ask Sam Bankman-Fried about their failed oversight. We said that on the channel a few days ago, right? Who pulled the strings? All of a sudden, that's why I said it was a freaking sideshow with the New York Attorney General for the Southern District of New York. That was just a show. Why did that dude all of a sudden get brought in right before he's supposed to go before Congress? You think that's just a coincidence? Come on. By the way, if you haven't checked it out already, check out Bill Huizinga's interview with Thinking Crypto. Tony did an awesome job, bro. Awesome job. Bill is a very, very Congressman. Huizinga is a very, very, very awesome dude. I would love an opportunity to get to meet with him. He seems like a really good guy to hang out with. But he did point out the fact that the SEC just a major fail. And he points out the fact about check out the interview. The fact that Congress never got a chance to interview him. Sam Bankman-Fried was interesting. The fact that the chair of the SEC hasn't been to see before Congress in 14 months. And this is the Congress committee that's responsible for overseeing the SEC. And the chair of the SEC doesn't even come in. It's been 14 months. It's terrible. It's horrible. And if I said it once, he also mentioned the fact that, look, Tony asked, can we get rid of Chair Gensler? And he just basically said, Congressman Huizinga basically said, yeah, you can. This is a presidential appointee. This is what I've been saying on this channel from day one about hashtag Gary Gensler is not your friend. This dude was ushered. He was privately selected, I should say, privately selected, not publicly elected, privately selected, and then ushered to the front of the room, in front of the current administration, to do the bidding of the banking cartel and the banking regulators. I've said it 1,000 times, and content creators want to disagree with me. This dude was privately selected to do the bidding of the banks and the banking regulators, which means the current administration is not on your side when it comes to the digital asset space. Period, point blank, full stop. They are not on your side. Usher to the front of the room to do their bidding, period. That's it. We got to understand that's where the real war is what the banks and banking regulators, and it's the banking cartels, the top 8-10 banks, not the 9,990 who have to pay to play to even participate in that madness that's called the banking system. Take a listen to Congressman. He asked the questions, why do you think Sam Bankman-Fried, this is Warren Davidson, why do you think the SBF was arrested just before the congressional hearings? Who could pull strings like that to make that happen that quick like that?
Just Alameda Research, but Sam Bankman-Fried himself. And I think that's a big part of the timing, frankly. I mean, it's all speculation at this point, but the best theory I have is that the SEC and others didn't want SBF to give his own version of, so what were you doing with Gary Gensler in the Securities and Exchange Commission with all these meetings and all this interaction that you've had with regulators? And he would have been able to give his side of that. The regulators, the SEC, Gary Gensler and others wouldn't have been able to filter the questions, and they didn't know where that was going to go. So I think that's part of what drove some of the timing on the arrest.
1,000%. And it's not, he knows this. He knows that this is what it's about. And we can't forget it. That's what the real war is, guys. Never, ever forget this. You and I made a decision to walk away from their liquidity pool, walk into the digital asset space where we get to choose our own money, spend our money, and hold our own money. An alternative form of money that is different from what the powers that be have issued in terms of fiat dollars for decades, if not centuries. We chose to walk away. We had the banks, the top banks going before Congress, whining and crying about the amount of people walking away from the banks. You think they're going to you don't think they're going to go down without a fight? Of course they are. This is a fight for you and I. That's what it's about, guys, and we can never forget it. I hope this wraps up your XRP Ripple daily news in around 0 to 10 minutes. I hope it has been of value to you. If it has, do me a favor and hit that like button if you wouldn't mind. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. We want to crush the shadow banners on this channel. And one of the ways we can do that is by hitting the like button. Another reason why we want to hit that like button is we want to let the people that are hanging out on YouTube who don't know about this new asset class that provides a level playing field, that gives, for the first time in the history of finance, an opportunity for the average Joe and the average Jane equal access to a new financial system without having to be accredited, without having to, be in the top 1% of the 1%. The bank teller can go out and buy digital assets today. The garbage person can go out and buy digital assets today, right? The truck driver, the landscaper can go out and participate in this new asset class that is the digital asset space. If you enjoy the Hangout, do me a favor and please consider subscribing to the channel so that you know whenever we go live. Ring the notification bell so you know whenever we go live or whenever we upload a video. I'm going to end this video like I do all of my videos and remind you guys of this, that old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather that we remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, but we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.